The first presidential debate of the season will take place tonight between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump. It's the first ever matchup between a current and a former president. A newly released report from the Placer County grand jury details how murder suspect Erica Briel was able to escape custody and lead officers on a 33-hour-long manhunt. The report says a sheriff's deputy in charge of watching Briel left the hospital room he was in 14 times. Fox 40 is your local election headquarters. He's one of the most powerful members of Congress, and last night, Democratic House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries was right here in Northern California, making a special campaign stop for local Congressman Josh Harder. Well, thanks so much for being with us for Fox 40 News this Sunday. I'm Kristin Vartan. Thank you so much for joining us here on Fox 40 News at 10:30. I'm Kristin Vartan. We have with us today Fox 40 contributor Rachel Menentoff. She joins us live with more on the festivities taking place at tonight's ceremony and how the game's next host city, which happens to be right here in California, is already preparing for 2028. Rachel, what can you share with us? Yeah, Dennis, thank you. The Delta Breeze working overtime, and look at what the wind blew in right now. Andrew Martin with our sports. There were some concerns over the Seine River's safety for swimmers. We know it was illegal to swim in those waters for about a century. As kids head back to school this fall, they might be returning to some new classes. Following recommendations from the CDC, school districts across the country are making mental health a part of their curriculum. The family of two twin baby brothers who drowned in the care of their foster mother in Placer County now finding closure after her arrest. And Fox 40 is on fire watch. CAL FIRE crews are battling the Apache fire in Butte County. We now know all road closures have been lifted and evacuation orders reduced to evacuation warnings. So far, this blaze has burned nearly 700 acres and stands at 25% contained.
Have those illegal fireworks, turn them in.
It's not too late to do the right thing.
Yes.
The sun is kind of hiding behind that, Carl, the fog there, but they are starting to warm up, and so are we. Ugh. The sun is out and heating things up, so there's no better time to pop on some shades because it's National Sunglasses Day. A lot of back and forth. We're talking about a bill that would prevent school districts from notifying parents if their children use a different name or pronouns. Fox 40's Claudette Stefanian is at the state capitol covering that local news that matters and giving us some reactions to this bill. Well, before the DNC gets underway, pro-Palestinian protests gather outside the party's headquarters in Chicago. Demonstrators are calling for the U.S. to stop supporting Israel and demanding a ceasefire. We'll hear your top stories from around the world. An airstrike in the Iranian capital early this morning killed the leader of Hamas, according to the militant group and Iranian officials. They blame Israel, who did not provide comment on the strike. Officials are concerned about the attack that it could escalate tensions between Israel and Iran or the Islamic Republic's ally Hezbollah.